The Pferden auctions have been existing since 1949. They've constantly improved, and today they are the most popular and approved event of this kind worldwide. Their focus is on quality, reliability and continuity. More than 1,000 Hanoverian horses are sold each year at the 6 riding horse auctions, at the foal auction and at the stallion market. Many thousands of horses were already sold worldwide, and the huge number of happy customers speak for themselves. I'm looking for a talented, unspoilt and healthy horse that matches my riding skills. These are the inquiries frequently directed to the Hannoverian Society, for example at trade shows. It's obvious that potential buyers are recommended to visit the Pferden auctions. Further discussions frequently reveal that these potential customers have no exact idea about what to expect in Pferden. All important information is available on the internet under www.hannoveraner.com. The website displays the whole collection. There are short video clips of most horses for first impressions. Another important source of information is the auction brochure. And still there are too many people who do not know about all the work that is necessary to present an auction collection with top quality horses. It is the result of intensive selection work, and it is done by an approved and experienced selection committee. The selection committee consists of auction manager Dr. Günther Friemel and Reinhard Baumgart, a professional riding and training instructor who has already been working in the team for decades, of stable manager and professional riding and training instructor Hartmut Kettelhout, and of the team members responsible for customer service, Janine Pagel and Jörg Wilhelm Wegener. At fixed dates and locations in the whole breeding area and at the Verband's headquarters in Pferden, all horses are checked and tested individually. The time schedule is always the same. First free running and free jumping, collection of all information on the single horse's registration number and owner's data. Owners have to be members of the Hannoverian Society. Then the riders appointed by the owners present the horse in all 3 basic gaits under the saddle. The show jumping capabilities of young show jumping horses that already accomplish jumps under the rider are also tested. The selection committee judges free jumping, basic gaits and rideability, comparable to the mare performance tests. This is not only for documentation and transparency purposes, it also contributes to the sire's breed value estimation. One member of the selection committee tests those horses that will probably be admitted for the auction. Finally, the height of all scheduled candidates is measured in hand on solid ground. They are again thoroughly checked before the results are announced.
So, Hochadel Wagner, großrahmiges, ausgesprochen lockeres, schön zu reitendes Pferd, super auch geritten, mit viel Rahmen und Bedeutung, Spitzengalopp, alles dran, wollen wir zulassen für die Elite-Auktion.
The following vet check is required for all pre-selected horses before they are definitely admitted for the auction. The result of the thorough examination has to meet a certain standard that proves to be worthwhile and that underscores and highlights the excellent reputation of the Pferden auctions. Details of the clinical and radiological examination are available for all potential customers. The results are also confirmed by other veterinarian experts. Finally, all the threads come together in the auction office of the Hannoverian Society in Pferden. That's the place where all data of the admitted horses is registered and where the production of the catalogue is prepared. The competent team in the auction office answers all questions around the auction event. There are excellent transport connections to the Pferden auction premises, as the headquarters are centrally located between the airports in Bremen, Hanover and Hamburg. the distance between Autobahn exit Verden Ost and the event hall Niedersachsenhalle is only 2 kilometers. You will find your perfect accommodation in one of the Verden hotels. The town at the river Aller is known for its excellent catering and for its hospitality. The staff in the auction office will also assist you in this respect. The most important thing when searching the suitable horse is the possibility to observe and to test the horses, to benefit from expert advice and from the different other things that finally create the necessary confidence to come to a purchase decision. There are perfect possibilities to compare the horses because all of them are presented in accordance with the same standards. The Verden auctions are exemplary in many respects because training and presentation is based on a horse-appropriate basic training. There are no closed doors. All visitors have the chance of observing the development of the young horses anytime. Hans-Heinrich Meyer zu Strohen, the internationally well-known and approved national coach, supervises and advises the training of the young dressage horses. It is of course possible to test the horses individually. After having contacted the customer consultants, you can express your personal wishes, no matter whether professional rider, committed amateur or pleasure rider. And you can carefully test ride the horses to get to know them from the saddle. Our experts know the horses very well, and therefore detailed discussions with them will be very helpful. Safety during test riding by the auction customers is a top priority. Although testing is always at customers' own risk, our experts' experiences and recommendations are always of great value. Auction management and riders have lots of knowledge, and they should also be asked for assistance. They will be happy to give customers their honest impression. The Hannoverian Society has been focusing on customer satisfaction for years. The auction vet knows this too. His advice is independent from owners or the Hannoverian Society, and his experience and expert knowledge is free of charge. He has accompanied thousands of auction horses and knows what he is talking about. He accompanies every horse for many weeks. First examination after arrival, regular checks and exchange of information between training management, riders and grooms keeps up the Verden standard.
Der Hals muss vorne sein. Fräulein, können Sie das Pferd mal drehen?
It gets even more exciting after having chosen the favorite horses. The big gala evening show on Friday before the auction is always good to sit back and relax. It is a great show with horses and more, and many of the auction horses will be presented too. There are always lots of spectators in the Niedersachsenhalle, and tickets are much in demand. But the auction team also focuses on customer service in this respect, as there are still tickets available for those auction customers who decide to visit the show spontaneously. Tickets and catalogues are available in the ground floor of the office building. It is also the place where clearing and settlement will be made after the auction. If not yet booked, you should ask for good tickets for the auction latest on the auction day. If you want to bid, it is important to have seats in the auctioneer's field of vision, and the office team will be of assistance here too. The suspense is growing. In the morning of the auction day, all horses are presented one more time under the rider, according to their disposition in a standard show jumping course or for a dressage presentation. This is to get a final impression and to come to a final decision. Many auction customers use the lunch break for a short visit in the stable. Lots of activity in the warm-up arena. And don't forget to visit your favorite horse one more time. Personal contact has a calming effect. The groom can certainly tell the one or other important thing about the horse, completing the impression already gained. A final confidential discussion with the customer consultants is meant to confirm the purchase decision. It is recommended to take your seat in time before the auction starts. The excitement reaches its peak when the favorite horse enters the auction arena and bidding starts. It is the auctioneer's intention to consider all bidders. Therefore, there is a shiny yellow bidder's card in the auction brochure to make clear bids. Highest concentration is required, as sometimes the bids are made very quickly. A message board displays the current price in euro too. There is, of course, great excitement and joy after the lot went down. The lucky buyer only has to complete the purchase note and to present it to the staff in the clearing department in the ground floor of the office building. Clearing and settlement after the purchase is perfectly organised. The auction purchase price has to be paid cash or with a bank-confirmed cheque. There are explanations in the auction conditions of sale on how the remaining balance of the purchase price is made up. Now the purchase is complete and transport to the horse's new home may be arranged. There is a service point in the main stable. Papers will be surrendered against presentation of the release certificate. It is an old tradition that customers get a stable halter and a lead too. If you choose not to drive the horse yourself, we of course also make arrangements with professional national and international forwarders on the spot. They will also handle probable border formalities. By the way, your auction horse is insured for 8 weeks after the auction. For additional information, please look into the auction brochure. The Hannoverian Society is very interested in the future development of the auction horses. We will of course also be happy to support you after having purchased your Hannoverian horse. Just contact our customer consultants to fix a date. We will be happy about every feedback. This applies for news about successes, but also for problems. Successes all over the world. Hannoverian horses, a worldwide trademark. But not only at championship level. Hanoverian horses are good for many disciplines. With the annually 8 auctions and the more than 1,000 horses offered, there will be something for everybody. Come to Pferden, to the origins of the Hanoverian horse.